wonder if you've watched one of those YouTube videos that's quite popular at the moment. It's often titled, Answering Your Assumptions About Me. The YouTuber gets given assumptions from their followers, and then they have to answer them, either saying whether they're correct or debunking them and explaining the truth. Either way, the followers get to know the YouTuber better. My relationship with Jesus was full of assumptions before I got to know him better. I didn't know what it meant to have a relationship with Jesus, and I certainly didn't know what it meant to be a Christian. If I was to have a conversation with God back then, my assumptions would go along the line of, you don't have time to love someone like me, or Christianity is just a popularity contest to win your affections. Those who obey you the most are most deserving of your love. Or Christianity is like every other religion. It's just a set of rules. But when I was 13, this kind of changed. I started to become more interested in wanting to know the answers to these questions. I wanted to know the God behind these assumptions, and I wanted to know him personally. I started reading the Bible and praying, and as I did, I began to know the character of Jesus more. Rather than making assumptions, I read my Bible and realised why Christians wouldn't stop talking about Jesus. You see, God sent his only Son to die for me on the cross to forgive me of my sins so that I don't have to live in fear of death any longer. Isn't that crazy? It was crazy for me, and I think that's the reason I had so many assumptions and couldn't believe it was true. Because this world cannot give that kind of love to us. It can't comprehend that kind of love. But as I read my Bible and realised that this fact was true, I couldn't stop but want to know more. You see, all God wanted for me was to have a relationship with me, and for me to experience that kind of love firsthand. He already knew all the assumptions I had about him. But as I drew close to him, he debunked every single one. You see, God has all the time in the world to love someone like me and to love someone like you. In the Bible it says God is love, so it comes naturally to him to love every single one of us. So I encourage you, if you have assumptions about God, if you have assumptions about what it means to be a Christian or to have a relationship with Jesus, ask him to speak to you, or pick up a Bible and start reading. Your assumptions might be true, but like me, he might debunk a lot of them. Whatever the outcome, I want you to know that giving my life to Jesus was one of the best decisions I've ever made. The best decision, in fact. He's my closest friend, my biggest champion. He's true to his word, the Bible, and he loves you. Each day, God surpasses my expectation. He has amazing plans for you and me. So why not give it a try? Why not start asking God to answer your assumptions?